All right, so Colorado's Cottage Food Laws. And welcome to Cottage Food Laws. This is all about home-based food business entrepreneurship. In this video, I wanted to do a really short update. There is a handful of states that have some new updates for 2025 that I'm going to go through the list. I've actually got my laptop open. I have a few connections throughout the U.S., and I had a friend of mine send me over some information that was interesting about Colorado's new HB1190, which is actually the bill. It's actually would have allowed, I found out unfortunately that it failed. This bill did not go through, did not get voted into law. It would have allowed the sale of perishable foods. So the implication of this, unfortunately, the bill's failure actually keeps Colorado cottage food producers limited to non-perishable items. Now, if you're not familiar with Colorado's cottage food laws, the bulk of the U.S. actually only allows foods that are shelf stable or non-time or temperature sensitive. So they were trying to actually pass a law that would have allowed you to make perishable items. It did not get passed. The proposed allowance would allow perishable foods, would have expanded the scope of home-based food business, including things like cheesecake, refrigerated meals. Wow, that's a big one. Dairy-based products, and so on. So its failure actually means that producers must continue to navigate around this food safety concerns with shelf-stable goods. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that you can't start a home-based food business in Colorado. There's a lot of different foods that the cottage food law there allows you to make. This would have been actually pretty big, though, to be honest with you. Looking here at the list of things from the cheesecakes to meals even, that would be things like the refrigerated meals, things that would be with proteins, full-blown meals like dinners or lunches even. But unfortunately, that did not get passed through. So this, the other drawback to this is that it could limit the revenue potential and the innovation of Colorado's cottage food scene, unfortunately. So a friend of mine sent this over. I'm glad he did. Actually, I looked it up and double checked some of the information. So if you're in Colorado, you can definitely still run your home-based food business. If you are, by the way, here on Cottage Food Laws, we like to create a community where people have already done things in each state. So if you're in Colorado running your food business, let us know about down below. How did it go? What was the process for you like? And then we can allow other people who are in Colorado, by the way, who are subscribers here, learn from your information and your input. So just a quick update. I hope that helps you guys out. Let us know if you have any comments about this. I'm going to do a list. I've got a handful of states here that I'm going to go ahead and create some really short videos to let you know some updates. So unfortunately, sorry, Colorado, but the ability to sell perishable foods did not get voted into law. All right. So if you have any questions, let us know. I'll see you guys on our next video.